I went from asking all the questions to having to have all the answers. And I very quickly learned that when you're camping, you could pretty much answer every question with one of 4 things. Put on a hat, drink more water, look at your map, and then the final one was, what do you think? Right? And what do you think worked really well for me? It still does, to be honest. Right? What do you think? And then people start to think, and then we begin to think together.
Where should they start?
You know, they should start, he actually said something great, which is that he has talent. And that's the place to start. The place to start is, what do you love to do? What are you great at doing? And you leverage that.
The credibility of large companies is in many ways lost. They're laying off people who work within the large companies oftentimes aren't secure in their jobs. They don't know whether they're going to have a job or not. They don't trust the leadership. Learn about people based on whether they disappoint you or not, and then take a smarter decision based on the outcome you're looking for. We always want to ask, what's the outcome I want in a situation, and what's the best way to achieve that outcome? That when you listen, first of all, you may learn something, which is great, and you soften them in their position, and then you can have a conversation and not an argument. And a conversation is much more likely to shift a perspective than an argument. If you want managers and employees to communicate more effectively, collect all their smartphones at the beginning of a meeting and only give them back at the end. If I'm going to lead people and I want them to do something, they need 3 things. They need capability, they need persistence, and they need ownership. No longer were we fighting with her, but we were working with her. Why? Because she had admitted to not knowing exactly what was happening, and our feeling, my feeling was, well, if she doesn't know, I need to help. Where does this come from? I was asking that question, where does this come from? It's a great question to ask if you want to innovate. That is the other side of I don't know. The one side of it is it's incredibly scary and vulnerable. The other side is every creative and innovative idea comes out of that room of I don't know. Knowing things is ultimately boring.